Okay guys, this is the fun part. Let's harvest the honey and see how it's done. Here's my little spinner over here. It actually holds 8 frames. I'm going to show it to you close up in a minute. Here's my working station, a cheap bucket, couple knives, and then there's another tool for uncapping the comb. This is what I'm going to be working in, and then I'm going to be sticking into here. Right here is my strainer. That's going to go over the bucket. Brand new. I have not used it ever. I have never strained. Ooh, there is bees coming in. Maybe I should close the doors. I have never used this before, so I'm learning just like you. And here is a 5-gallon bucket, but right here there is a knob to spread the honey into different places. So right now we're just going to close it tight. First of all, we gotta make sure everything right here is set up. Boom. For now, I'm just gonna close it tight, and we're going to put frames in here. It's ready to go. I cleaned it up, washed it out. Then we're going to need a strainer for any comb that going to ended up going into the spinner. You see, it's a double strainer. And a 5-gallon bucket with one of this. This is perfect. Boom. Just like that. This is my spinner setup. This one was about $800. Also, I'm gonna be using this tool for uncapping because I don't want to destroy all the comb. So let's say we take off this beautiful, wow, look at that, that's amazing. This is full of honey. And what we're going to do is set it right here. A lot of people use the hot knife. I'm just gonna be using the regular cold knife. So what I'm gonna do is just go like this and cut up and down. Just like this. Wow, look at this. So satisfying, oh my goodness. I don't want to go too deep. So that's why I like to use scraper instead of the knife, because I don't want to destroy as little comb as possible, because I will be able to reuse it for the bees next year. Oh my goodness, look at it sliding down. So as little as possible. So this is what this comb is for. You can just scrape it, open, whatever you didn't get, right here on the bottom as well. Boom, wow, look at that honey, so beautiful. I have to flip it over and do same thing on the other side. That's kind of pretty heavy. Let me try to use a knife again. Again, I don't need to cut off too much comb, just a little bit. Because first of all, I don't want to put too much honey into this bucket. Look at that, so beautiful. This is so satisfying, you can't even imagine to cut the honeycomb like this. Wow. Boom. Ooh, it got stuck. Should have tilted a little bit more. Then I'm going to get the scraper and just open this, the rest of the what I didn't get. We open this and then stick a frame in. Ooh, you guys almost fell. So we stick a frame into here. Boom, just like that. And I'm just going to fill up all 8 of them. Let's see if I can do a better job with the scraper. Boom. Got a frame of honey. Just gonna hold it like this, and all I have to do is just scrape it like this. And make sure that I open all of them up, so that way we can spin all the honey out of them. Yes, I damaged the comb, but the bees next year will be able to repair it, so no big deal. So we'll be doing a little comparison, what will be better, scraping the comb like this or cutting the comb when we spin it. We'll find out, just like that. That's so satisfying though. I love making this kind of videos. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like that. That's not good. Now I'm just going to do the other side. Now I have to do the other side the same way. Definitely scraping it. Most of the comb stays together and most of the honey stays on a frame instead of ended up being in a bucket, which we're gonna salvage that as well. We're just gonna strain it. Once again, let's stick it into the spinner. Wow, that's so awesome. And we're just going to continue the process till we fill it up all the way, all the 8 frames. So rewarding. I'm gonna cut it this time, just for the satisfying pleasure. Look at that. Cutting in a little bit too deep, but no big deal. Wow, look at that, so awesome. There is a power, let's do medium I guess, and let's turn it on. Whoa, look at that. Let's do a little bit faster. Whoa! Okay, definitely not a good idea. Okay, let's see if we're gonna fix our problems. As you can see, I took it off completely. Table isn't any better, so maybe at first I'm just gonna put it on the floor. We'll definitely figure this out, the best way to do it. Lift with your legs, not with your back. Turn it on. You know what, without the legs, looks like it works way better just on the floor. There you go. Let's try to put it to 70. It spins, it wobbles a little bit, but not too much. This is what I'm talking about. You see it's at 90 now. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down. I think it's done. Turn it off, wait till it slows down completely. Wow, that spins really fast. I think now what we're going to do is turn these other ways to spin, and I'll show you why. You know what, the scraping didn't do that amazing. Let me check on a cutting one. Maybe cutting is way better. And look at that, all the honey from the one that been cut has been cleared out. So, you know what, I think I'm gonna be cutting it instead of, and on this side too actually. So yeah, I like the cutting idea way better. This one is not cut one, and looks like most of the honey is gone, look at that. This one is scraped one. So, on that side anyway. So we just need to spin the other side, and that way it'll be all out. So same thing, turn it on, but this time I need to turn it on the other side, you see? And that way the other side of honey will get strained. Go and put it on 80. Beautiful, that's fast. I don't need it any faster, that's for sure. Gonna leave it in there for a little bit so all the honey gonna get out. Okay, next what I'm gonna do, also I like this magnet thing, it just stays in there. I'm gonna inspect. Look at that, all the honey is gone. It's perfect to see with the light. I'm gonna put it back in and let the bees actually eat it. I'm gonna bring it close to their hives, and once they clean it all up, whatever there is left over, I'm actually going to save that comb for the next year, and they're just gonna fill it up with honey again. You see, there is a bee right now eating the leftovers. Let's see, this one was not cut, this one was scraped. I feel like we saved more comb, and honestly I think we strained the honey really well. I'm very satisfied. So any method you like, both works well. Okay, boom, here's a buffet for the bees. And I'm just gonna put them back. And now I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. Okay, let's open that. And whoa, look at this. That's so beautiful. And then I can close it. And this is why we have a strainer, because you see, there's a little bit of wax coming in. Then I can shut it off and wait till it strains. Awesome. That's a lot of honey. This is just so satisfying. And as you can see, not too many wax cappings are coming off, so this is nice. Let me show you another shot. Whoa, look at that. I can do this all day, just watch honey flow out of the bucket. Let me show you close up how this works. You open this up and boom, look at that honey flow. I can look at honey just flowing all day. You see, that's another reason why we need a strainer, because there is some bees drowned in that honey, so we wanna strain that out for sure. Beekeeping, honestly, my favorite kind of videos to do. It's so much fun. Plus, I get honey. You can kind of tell how much honey there is. There is a line right here, so maybe 1/3, maybe a little bit more than 1/3, because it's a lot thicker here. So once again, we're going to spin it one way right here. Give it few minutes. Okay, try to go the other way now, and it's automatically will just slow it down, stop, and go the other way. Beautiful. It settled a lot, so I'm just gonna put all that wax to the side so it can strain well again. Alright, we spin another super. Nice, look at that. Oh no. Beautiful. And of course right here there's lots of honey in these cappings. So what I'm gonna do, get all that wax and mash it and run it through the strainer as well. I'm pretty sure there's lots of honey in here. Whatever leftovers, I'm gonna give it back to the bees to eat off. So no big deal. And let it sit on a strainer for a while, get all that honey out. And then in the future videos, I'm going to show you how to melt the wax and make candles out of them or whatever you want. Because this beeswax is really expensive. And looks like I got quite a bit of it just from 2 shallow supers. Now I can just mash it a little bit, get all that honey to the strainer, or you can just mash it, let it sit, mash it again, and then let it sit. Let me just show you how much honey we got. Look at that, almost to the top. Wow. Let me lift this up and show you how much honey is seeping through. Yep. So we're just gonna leave it alone for a while, and it's gonna be a lot of honey seeps through. Alright, we'll come back in like an hour. You know, honey is really sticky, and there's no way you're going to get all of it out of the frames and each cell. So what we're going to do to get it cleaned out and not waste any honey at all? Well, let's find out. So I put those 2 supers out there, and look how many bees is out here. This is insane. They're just all over. Let me just zoom in. I'm gonna come up a little closer, not too close. Hopefully I don't get stunned. But they're like all over, look at that. Thousands of them. So, one bee found it, they came back to the hive, reported it, that the honey is over here, and then they all came back out here. This is awesome. Whew, I need to get out of here now. Looks like a swarm, doesn't it? Yeah, there you go. This all gonna be really cleaned up and nice. Okay, let's look at this honey. You see, we let it strain, and most of the honey already gone. This is just wax left off, beeswax, which is very valuable as well. And look at that, we have pretty much a full bucket of honey all the way to the top. Around right here. That's awesome. That's a lot of honey. We're going to wait in a minute. I'll cover it up. In this super, as you can see, 52 pounds of honey. Boom. Which is amazing. We got 52 pounds of honey from 2 shallow supers. But we have 2 more. This is a deep supers. This is way more honey in these ones. It's almost like 2 supers like that shallow super. So cannot wait to see how much honey we'll get it from here. But with these supers, I will show it to you in the next videos how to cut comb and how to harvest honey without the spinner. If you don't want to spend $800 on a spinner, you can actually do it by hand, like mashing it, or you can cut the comb in squares. I'll show it to you in the next videos. I know you guys want to see this. What I'm going to do next, open it like this and just slowly open it and fill it up into this jar full of honey, just to see how it's going to look like. Okay, open it and there you go. There's a little learning curve with that. It's kind of missing a little bit. There you go. Now it works. Whoa, it's filling up fast. Oh, I'll figure it out how to do it even better way so I don't spill any honey. Look at that beautiful jar of honey. Wow. That honey is so clear, I love it. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. We got 52 pounds of honey from 2 supers, which is about 26 pounds each, which is not bad.